as you know, is February 14th, and the best way to celebrate it is for a mythical novel called Romeo and Juliet.
Do you know that they got married?
Really?
Yes, let me tell you about it.
Romeo and Juliet were super in love. She wanted to talk to him, but they were members of rival families.
Oh my god, that's so lucky.
Yes, but love always wins.
Let's see the report.
If we want to talk about a romantic story, we can't stop naming Romeo and Juliet. Today, February 14, Valentine's Day, we want to remember the declarations of love between Romeo and Juliet, their conversations at the famous balcony and their marriage.
That story begins when Juliet was talking alone in her balcony in her reflections. She loudly confessed her love for Romeo. At the same time, he was hidden in the Capulets' garden because he can't lose sight of her. In this way, he managed to hear Juliet's sayings, so he appeared in front of her and they confessed their love.
Between mutual flattery, the idea of marriage is presented. Juliet made Romeo swear to send her a message the next day if he wanted to marry her, and he accepted. So they agree that Juliet will send him a message through another person at 9 o'clock in the morning.
They had been talking during all night because they couldn't separate from each other. In other states, a cloistered monk named Friar Lawrence, with whom Romeo had an affectionate and family relationship, was collecting hay at dawn with a basket. With reflection and a turn, suddenly Romeo arrived.
Friar Lawrence notices that Romeo was tired and asks him if he had passed the night with Rosalind, his love of the past.
Then Romeo confessed the truth. He didn't sleep because he had been talking to the beautiful rich couple's daughter. Love is mutual, but it's necessary that the Friar Lawrence unite them the same day. The marriage must be immediate.
Despite Friar Lawrence was worried about how quickly he changed Rosalind from Juliet, he accepted. He thought that the marriage would give peace to the family's rivalry and would close the rift that separated the Montagues from the Capulets.
Mercutio and Benvolio wondered where Romeo had gone. The fact that responsible of Romeo's absence was Rosalind. On the other hand, they knew that a letter that Tivoli had sent Romeo and challenged. He was an excellent fighter.
Finally, Romeo appeared, and Mercutio mocks him and gives him a bad time for having abandoned them the night before. At that moment, Juliet's nurse arrived. She was looking for Romeo. She said to him that she came in part of Juliet's and warned him it was better that he didn't play with her heart. Romeo swore his love and said to him that he tells Juliet to go to Friar Lawrence's house in order to get married.
Also, he said to nurse to be ready to receive a robe later he had made, which would give him access to Juliet's room that night.
While the nurse was coming home, Juliet was impatient and begged for her nurse to hurry. When she arrived, she started to talk about other things except the news she had to give, so Juliet hurried her. Later, she said the truth. The marriage will happen.
And the marriage, Romeo confessed that it didn't make how bitter life present. He was happy for calling years.
Oh, it's a very romantic story.
Yes, that's true. Love was stronger than the rivalry. The report gave us a beautiful message. Don't give up despite the disadvantages.
Thank you so much for everything, guys.
Bye, and see you tomorrow at 8 o'clock for more
Gossip.